Okay, health bars green. Good evening. Okay, messages left and right. To be honest, I don't really have a clear idea just yet. So we're making it up as we go. But the ID is quite clear, or actually not an option. There was road construction and everyone trusted their navigations and ended up in my town. And then you're like, okay, so it might have been a bit crowdier. Well, let's just say that you can go from one side to the other side by bike within the hour, so it's not a very big town. And it took about 5 hours for the traffic jam to clear, and people were on average 3 hours in that traffic jam. And considering the town is only a few kilometers long, wide, whatever, that's really a long time. People were standing still for hours. So yeah, people were not pleased. And yet there were heroes. So, okay, that's the... Well, indeed, people were giving out lemonade and water. They were handing out cookies, all for free. People were like, you need to use the restroom? Come with me. It's okay. You don't have to pay. So, they were true heroes. But now, the most horrendous thing, I have to draw a car again. Multiple cars even. So, Maybe I can make it easy for myself. It was a good thing it wasn't that hot. There we go. Car. But yeah, a lot of people were very kind. It started on Thursday and I was like, gee, what's going on? Is the bridge open or something like that? But then Friday it happened again and I was like, what the heck is going on? And someone told me, well, the A2 is closed off. And I was like, wait, the A2, that's a very huge road. And people were like, yep. And everybody was redirected here and is kind of stuck here now. Also, don't forget to hydrate. For those who missed my craft stream last Sunday, which is fine, don't worry about that. I don't blame anyone for having a life. I'm just gonna basically make the same cars just a little bit differently by tracing it. But anyway, Restream now has options to restream on 2 platforms at the same time, and it's a free service. I don't know if it's temporary or permanent, but anyway, I managed to stream on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, which means that the live stream is directly uploaded on YouTube, which is nice. That saves me a little bit of downloading, uploading. However, they're also directly live and view back, so then I have to reschedule them to a later date. They're also on a different tab, so that's a bit annoying, but it is something I can work with. I just have to keep things in my, and it's only my crash streams that are on the live tab, not the penny streams, so it might actually be easier for me on the long run. But if you watch it back, right now you can watch it live. Okay, that's clear. Then you can watch it about half an hour, something like that, until I'm like, oh right, I need to delist them. And you can watch them on Twitch for 7 more days, and then about half a year later they'll appear on YouTube. So the people who watch it live get a little bit of extra. And today, the entire day, I keep on misplacing my mouse, or actually the mouse cursor. So if you see me fiddling more than usual, it's just I keep on misplacing my mouse. It's a lot cooler at the moment. That's nice, but it's also raining a lot, so it's also a lot more humid at the moment, which is less nice. Not sure if I'm gonna see that face, but okay, you have to. Oh, I completely forgot everyone to give their steering wheel, which is okay because that's gonna be different for everyone. Just to make it more. And this can be like over here because you know the steering wheel needs to be a bit closer. So this steering wheel. And I'm gonna make this into a grand because you know, grannies are nice. Stereotypical, I know. Grannies always have antennas, so that means that grannies are always aliens. So, alien grannies? So we'll be seeing what will happen this. Well, the roads closed off on Thursday evening. So I'm estimating a lot of people will try to get home early. Okay, this is going to be this kind of a wheel because you know why not? With a little doll on top of it. And we're all being very grateful to all these kind people. Let's make him a bit bigger. And this is probably gonna be a van. You can see a little bit of the wheel over here. See, I'm making things different. So this time people announced very clearly, don't follow your navigation because navigation is just going to redirect you into ultimate chaos. Do not believe the computers. See, it's a conspiracy. It's the computers trying to get us derailed. But seriously, there were people like we have an appointment in the hospital, and they're like we can't reach it. You just can't get there. Public transportation, yeah, only the tram was going. But the bus, if there were no separate bus lanes, the bus was stuck as well. Little bottle of water. I'm gonna give a hairstyle. But we even made the national news about this. Our town is in the national news quite a lot the past years. Mostly because of, well, the bad stuff. This is going to have a wheel over here. Oh, wheel needs to be attached. But I've seen video clips, and really, it was. I even heard a story that the traffic jam started in Amersfoort, which is about 30 minutes away from here by car. shouldn't forget all their seatbelts, by the way. Even though I'm not very good at seatbelts. Well, this one has already given up the seatbelt. This one still has the seatbelt. Otherwise you can't really... here's the seatbelt. So no pennies in the Penny comic. But Penny doesn't drive. She doesn't have a car. Sure, I could use Alex to be in there, but he wasn't in there. So that would be a bit weird to add someone who actually wasn't in there. And I'm not going to place her in one of the points of the heroes, because that would mean I'm making this about Penny and not about the people who did so much for those other people who were stuck in traffic. I don't want to diminish their kindness by inserting Penny in their place as if it was my idea. And I know that's silly, they probably don't even mind, but okay, this one also gets something on the dashboard. A little fan. And this is still early in the traffic, so they still have their seatbelts on. That's actually a good idea, to make Penny the little doll on the dashboard. But first we're going to do the first car. You know me, I just love drawing cars. Also in other news, well, I'm less than 20 episodes left in book 6 in the translation, and then I need to translate the extras. I did find a couple of times then there was a couple of lines that were not translated, as in they were omitted completely. Now I did tell the editor to cut down if it was really an unneeded piece of text, but I didn't expect a complete paragraph, but that was easily corrected. That was just probably an error with copy paste, etc. It happens. It was like 20 lines or something like that, and well, if you don't notice it, I can't speak English, so I can translate it to Dutch. It's not that hard. It's just something I don't like doing. I don't like translating. So I can translate the extras as well. Oh, that's a bit too long. I keep on going over the line. Yeah, that's a big, huge wheel. I know there's some people who have big, huge wheels, but I already announced there won't be a craft stream this Sunday because of student coming over. And I'm not sure if I will stream the week after. And that mostly has to do with me having an overload of streaming. And I need a break from streaming. There's car number 1. And again, I won't repeat what you said in chat for privacy reasons. But I'm happy for you. Also hydrate. I'm just going to open the window here. And I'm gonna give him a little flag. And I also, well, this Monday was very Monday. And but in the end I did manage to go to my usual giveaway cabinet. There wasn't a lot. Well, there was enough, but things like clothes and big puzzles and things I don't really use or know someone who can use that. I did find a clipboard in lilac with a huge shell on it, and I have some lilac blue in my micro studio. So lilac, blue, those are a bit the colors in my studio. So that's nice, that can fit there. I also found something strange that looks like crystals. Plastic crystals. It is definitely the toy, but it feels heavy, so I still have to investigate it. But it looks like a nice prop for photos, so that's cool. Second car. That's an egghead. I haven't 3D printed again this week. I'm also overloaded with 3D printing. You probably know the feeling that you just don't want to do it because you've done it way too much. So there are a couple of things I do need to print actually, but I still have time. I started spray painting my the backs of my, well, things that need to be painted. And if you followed me in the crash stream, the gold spray paint I use is actually very whitish. I really don't like it. One can is almost empty, by the way, so that's nice. And the second can, well, that's still quite full. I'm more of a yellowish gold kind of girl, so I do need to use gold paint on every bag again. However, because I already used the gold spray, I need to use less gold paint, because it covers all the blue of the filament. That's nice. And the gold paint I have, well, almost all gold paint is quite transparent, so it's just a way to save good paint. Well, now we get extra people, so then it's easier to hide things. But I feel I need to take a little bathroom break. Just want to finish this anno. I'm going to give you a backpack because you are actually way too boring otherwise. My Ita bag, by the way, is, well, the flap is full. So I'm going to make a second flap. So it's easier for me to just swap flaps. Okay, I'm gonna take a small bathroom break. Be right back. I'm back. Thank you for your patience. You always get the best ideas at that spot. So and I'm just going to if you went by bike, you went was a lot faster. Okay. We also had someone from our neighborhood ringing our doorbell. Someone we did not know yet. I always say it's an opportunity to get to know people. And they asked if we saw something because they're parking at a parking spot. And frankly, they park quite nicely. I mean, I've seen way worse, and this was actually quite nice. You mean to the side and as close to the sidewalk as possible, and stuff like that. People can easily pass by. And nope, they got a card under their wind wiper, like you park like a jerk, and then a little bit less nuanced. And they were those cars you can buy on Amazon. So someone actually ordered a stack on Amazon and went by cars they think were parking rudely. They might have been that because they were parking right in front of our garage. But there's a big but here. The garage is not used. It's closed. There's no car able going to go inside and outside. And so I don't mind if people park there. So he was not in the way of anyone. He was parked well, very decently. And someone still took the time to put you park like a jerk card underneath there. Someone really should get hobbies, preferably nice ones. For example, make a comic. And every 2 weeks I now try to do a couple of images for 3D printing. So I have some stock with images or videos that can go up. For whatever reason I don't have a full stream, then you just get an extra mute speed stream. Let's just give open eyes. Happy surprised. And there are people complaining who are like, well, the municipality, city hall should have arranged drinks and food for people who are in cars. But while I do agree that the city hall should have done something more than just get people to guide traffic, you have to remember something is happening all of a sudden. At first, you're like, okay, so there might be a little of a traffic jam. It's probably cleared within half an hour. And then you finally get information how big it is. And then you have to call people like, what are we going to do? Do we have to intervene? Are we going to do nothing? If we want to do something, what are we going to do? And if we want to hand out drinks and waters, where are we going to get them? Who will hand them out? It's not that easy to just say like they should have done something. Yeah, maybe they should have, but something like that. This is, well, it wasn't a life-threatening emergency, but it was an emergency. You don't have a book ready like what to do if there's a 5-hour traffic jam in your city. You don't have that. You do have next time, by the way, because we had this happening, but people often forget that if it's a big institution, it's quite tricky to arrange everything quickly. I'm gonna give Penny her normal uniform. There we go. And pointing at you. Because you know we can. There we go. It's very easy to say from the sidelines what governments should do. But that means we have time to think about it. Those people didn't have time to think about it. And I'm not defending them that they did enough, because they absolutely did not do enough. I just want to make clear that it's not that easy to just start up help in this situation, because even if you do decide like we're going to start up, we're going to buy a lot of water at the local supermarket and we're going to hand them out. Okay, who's going to hand them out? Yeah, we're going to call people, and how are they supposed to get to the gathering points? Because traffic is kind of stuck, so that means that people can't go by car, so they have to be at home in town, have to be able to just throw whatever they want just down and be able to go wherever City Hall asks them to go. If they have little children, they need someone who needs to babysit them. In Belgium, we have sometimes roadworks and Dutch traffic signs show one direction and the French ones show a different direction. To be honest, long ago, when I went home from a vacation, we got lost in Belgium because the road signs were behind the exit. And then we ended up in the middle of nowhere. This was pre-navigation, by the way. TomTom was only for the rich people. And we found one of those barriers they use at sides of competitions so that people won't jump at it, but they're easily pushed over. Those little those metal bars. And it was filled with road signs and directions, and we're like, what the heck? How is anyone supposed to understand that? I think I think they changed it, by the way, because the year after that we didn't get lost, but I believe it was the road sign for Ghent, and it was behind the exit. So we're like, okay, Ghent. Oh, that was that? Oh, okay. So yeah, that's as far as I remember, it was Ghent. she's an alien. Alien grandma. And I need to turn off the text because otherwise I can't really see what I do. But yeah, communication is very, very, very tricky for some people. But yeah, I'm very glad I wasn't in that roadblock. Because holding it up for 5 hours, my bladder is not big enough for that. And can you imagine if you have an issue where you just can't hold it at all? Also, there are apparently 5 people watching. At the live stream Sunday, I saw that in YouTube at least 20 people signed in, so at least they had a glimpse of my stream. I had I cut it up in 3 parts because I was early, so I could stream 3 hours, and I had 2 to 5 viewers at a time. None of them stuck, and none of them returned when I said I'm going to cut it up, so I'm going to shut down and restart it right away. None of them stayed that time. So I'm wondering, perhaps they were bots. There was some interaction with a couple of people, and they were like, "Hi, I like your work." Well, that's also possibly a bot. And one was ho, and then ho. So I was like, hi. But yeah, I'm going to try and stream next time on both Twitch and YouTube again. It's also possibly to stream directly on Facebook, but I wonder, should I stream on Facebook? And maybe it's also possible to stream on X, previously known as Twitter. And like, should I stream on Twitter? I mean, I can do it and just see what the result is gonna be, but ooh, still 5 on my side, so I missed the 6. There was probably someone going in and like, oh wait, this is an amateur artist. Yep, sorry, still not that great. Don't think I'll ever become one of those very amazing artists. I'm good in my own style. I know that I'm not terrible. I know that people like my work. But I don't think my art's going to be used to train AI anytime soon. Hydrate! I don't think this makes sense, so... Because this line should go like this and then this. Just a little line, but it feels more finished. Okay, let's first give the cars a color. First red, because you know, red. Then we go for a silver, because you know, why not? Usually my cars have color, so I'm gonna give him silver. Ooh, there's a little extra line. I'm gonna make it part of the backpack now. Then we have the white van, but I'm gonna give it a light yellowish tint. Just to give it some color. I'm gonna give the silver car a more blackish window, no, mirror. I'm gonna give the, I like blue cars, so, oh, Granny misses a part of her body. And they're going to have blackish gray mirrors. And their consoles are all going to be black because, you know, that's usually the same color. Then the seat belts are the same color usually. And the headrests can be a bit different. This one's going to get brown ones. This one also gonna get brown ones because I'm lazy like that. This one's gonna have very darkish brown ones. And this is just gonna have, well, what you can see is gonna be dark. Then the bike is going to be green because, you know, bikes go green. Then we have a silver door handle, which I almost forgot. Then we're gonna have mirrors. See how they all look different, these cars, despite it being the same sketch? Backpack. Yellow backpack with orange straps. And a dark orange bottom. There we go. Fashion. Then the bag is going to be red because, you know, we have to give it some color. Penny is going to be colored by hand. I can't do that. That's Penny fine. Little water bottle. And Granny's gonna have a yellow bag as well because, you know, contrast with the car. Then we're going to have a little bit of mouthwork. Part will need to be done by hand, but at least these are done. And Gran's hair bun, and sure, you get a little bit of a gray hair as well, just to add some color. This can be the same blue, but I actually like it bluish in the background, so Everyone has all their windows open. Except this dude that's half closed. And that's why he's so grumpy. And this is going to be more grayish. And then we're going to have the very cheerful... I did think about making the flag the symbol of my town, because they have their own flag. But that might be, as we say in Dutch, tegen het zware been aan. Tegen het verkeerde been aantrappen. Kicking the wrong leg or whatever. I would have to check it again. But zere been. Kicking the sore leg. I don't think people will appreciate it if I make a statement like, you should have done more. Just after I did my rant like, yeah, it's not that easy to do more. You can't plan for everything despite wanting to. This is in memory of my green little fan that perished a couple of weeks ago. Let's do it like this. And then, let's see. Pardon me. And this is going to be a hand color, because you know. That's a bit too dark. Green bike. And yellow light. Yay, spam! Let's go again. Manage suspicious user. Report. Spam, scams, or bots. Well, scam, I guess. Offering to buy viewers. Which are also just bots. So then you think you're actually buying humans to watch. No, you're just watching bots. So the numbers mean nothing. I'm gonna make this extra bright so you can at least see something. So by the colors, people should be able to recognize this is Penny even from a distance. And it's just an Easter egg. If they don't see it, I'm okay with it. It's going to be one of those trivia you see on a Wikipedia page. Did you know in episode 850 there was a little penny on the dashboard? That's that type of Easter egg. This is supposed to be. I'm going to leave that O uncolored because it's water, so it looks like a bubble as well. And then all I have to do is shade the penny, the anos. Yes, these pixels are going to bother me. Okay, so I think that was all car related. So first I'm going to do shading of the anos. Before shading the rest. And adding a sky. And there were indeed a lot of children in this traffic jam as well. So you come home from a vacation, you just want to go home to your own bed, and you get stuck in a 5-hour traffic jam. There's a time when it's just you can't keep kids busy or happy. And if you just live in this town, you can just, okay guys, you just get out, walk home, and get some rest. I'll follow later. But most of these people were just passing through. Their navigation told them to go turn left at Albuquerque. The people in the car are going to get their own color of shading because they're in a car. And then the people outside, they get a different shading, but I'm gonna give them more yellowish, I guess, because they're outside. A little bit smaller for the flag. First I go in the interior shading before I do the other shading. That's gonna be done later. And there's a mosquito near me again. Seriously, dudes. I've been bitten every night. I'm really getting tired of it. And then you're like, well, maybe you should get mosquito repellent or whatever. I've been killing 3 to 4 mosquitoes every night. And then the walls are clear. And then the next night, again. It's absolutely not fun anymore. And of course, I know I have plenty of blood, so they don't take too much. But, you know, it is starting to feel like I've almost lost a pint. That's a bit too much. And now the background. Which in this case is easier because it's all the same shape. Save. And let's first do the rectangular, the unsung heroes. Yes, I know her bag is going to disappear behind. But that's okay. You guys saw it happening. You guys saw how it's being drawn and you know it's here. Okay, there's one at the wall and I think I saw someone flying around as well. So yeah, that's what you get for open windows. And you know why this happens? Because there's a shortage of wasps this year. There were less wasps, meaning the mosquitoes had less natural enemies. Okay, so this field needs to be slightly bigger. And they're still looking into who was exactly responsible for this drama. And knowing the government, that will take about a year. Plenty of time to let it happen again. Okay, you guys can go text check. And I need the text file. And move to a different screen. I know this is spelled wrong, but I don't know how to spell it. So let's Google it. There we go. Apparently you can use both spelling. Mm-hmm. Oh, of course, we actioned on your report. Let me guess. You found a violation and you banned the user. Okay, I got a lot of text. Okay, so here's the other text. Oh, there was a split moment of 6 viewers. Starting should be double T because it's past tense. What are you saying? Sure, it's acceptable. For that. Meanwhile, while you guys check, I should remove one of my links. Where do I edit that? Ooh, I got 2 new followers. Yeah, I probably also lost someone because I have 38 followers at the moment, which I do appreciate, by the way. Where can I edit? Stream channel? Is that let's remove this one. So I have at least one extra. Gonna refresh this. Because it still had my link to a social I no longer have, because Hootsuite just decided to go full pay. So I lost all. Oh, but I do have 6 viewers at the moment. So text okay, text okay. Most people say text okay, so fine. And I'm going to save this. Do I still have memory enough to save this? "39 followers, 48 followers." It's not really sure which it's gonna be. Still like the silly wasp stream. Well, I guess everyone will know what this is about. Okay, well, that means I still have a little bit time left for new art. I'm gonna double check if I have everything from before this page. Because it does look like I have to do a complicated one, or I'm gonna skip that one. I think I'm gonna skip that one for now. Not because it's complicated, but more because I have other things that are more important. This one was done. Right, I had a note here. I have a few that need to be done earlier. Come on, where are you guys? That also needs to be done, but first we're gonna do these two. Okay, that's been photographed because these need to be done earlier in the year. And then next time I can return to just start up front. But I'm almost through with my sketches. Well, I still have plenty to do, so don't worry. But I am starting to reach the end of what I pre-sketched, which means I get to do other things. I can start scanning again, sketching again. But I also have my book, so I'm probably gonna start sketching again as soon as the 6th novel has been send to the editor again. I usually can sketch 2 to 4 sketches in an evening. I still have plenty to do for the next year. Why is Clip Studio Paint so slow? It's usually not that slow. Did I miss anything about Clip Studio Paint? Yeah, well, I noticed it's not responding. Let's try it again. Well, at least it's starting up now, so it was probably just a fluke. But I still have plenty of things to sketch, to do. Don't worry about it. Don't forget to hydrate. I want to use a character file. And please contain your enthusiasm as soon as you see who I'm going to do today. It's little Ethan! So you know, 2025 is going to be the year where the other Penny characters will be 3D printed. You know, Penny is going to be for this year, but the other characters are going to be for next year. I'm not including the Annos, because those are just, yeah, you can't really do anything with that. Will Ethan get its own coin, by the way? He should, shouldn't he? Let's think about that later. Let's first design him. But I think actually Ethan does deserve its own coin. But the thing is, he always has a ball on his shirt, and that ball is always different. So technically, it's a very empty coin. That's why his shirt is empty. So you can't do anything on it, whatever you want. And like said, if you want to use these characters for D&D, so you just have a representation, I'm okay with it. Great. I didn't get the complete setting right, but... boom! There's a boom outside, and it's not thunder. Okay, I'm gonna restart Clip Studio Paint. There we go. Probably has to do with all the updates. Watching a program with South Korean K-pop. That is indeed interesting. That's a bit too much. Right. It probably has to do with the driver of my pen, but it doesn't get the eraser automatically. But then I would have to restart the entire computer, and I'm not gonna do that straight at the end. Well, at the end, I mean, still gonna do something, but just means I have to remember if I want to erase something, I have to do that manually. I don't think. See, it also doesn't do my brush sensitivity. Let's see if I can fix that. Didn't have any issues in Photoshop, which is weird. Usually that's where I have the problem. So it is possible. Oh wait, so there is some issue because I've restarted it and it's not starting up. Where is my Clip Studio Paint? Yeah, not responding. I noticed. Is there another Clip Studio Paint open? Let's sort by name. It doesn't look like it. Let's see how the pen sensitivity is after a hard restart. Nope, no pen sensitivity. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter for this character, but it is annoying. Can I Google something? Pen sensitivity Clip Studio Paint gone. Go to File, Preferences, WinTab, and then what does it say? Tablet. Okay. And toggle from WinTab to tablet PC and save. Okay, let's see. What does it do? What does it do? Cool. And okay, so the eraser is not erasing. But does that mean I never knew about this? So trying to unit animation. Eraser pen not working. Let's see what it does. The tool is stuck. I steer even try to erase it. Just checking if not caps lock is on, because it was caps lock that was on. So that means that if I have caps lock on, Wait. It suddenly does what it does. It has to do, but so I have no idea what changed. It's a mystery. But like I said, if you want to use these characters for games, for representations in private settings, I'm okay with that. I'm even okay with you just using your own colors. So you make them more your character, because not everyone has graphic design skills. You don't have to ask for permission. The only thing I don't want is people making money out of it. Even if they use their own colors. Yes, but they bought the design. Yes, they bought the design for private use only. So if you want to use that for your own character, fine, private use, don't mind. Even if you want to make a keychain of it and put that in your Ita bag in your own colors, I'm okay with that. Just don't make money out of it. Yeah, you can do palette swaps. You can gift it to people. But again, they can't sell it. So if they want to use your new design, let's call it like that, they can't reproduce it from the file you gifted them. It's an honor thing. I mean, I don't want to make money out of other people's franchises, hence why I offer so many freebies of characters. And please don't make any money off my hard work. But gifts are fine. Charities, but I don't make any money of it. No, you don't make any money of it, but the charity does. And I can't check every charity. For example, this is going to be sold for a charity that kicks every Sunday puppies and kittens. Don't agree with that. So I don't give permission for that. But I can't check everything. I can't be everywhere. And considering I have trouble with the eyes lately to get them the same size, I'm just gonna copy it. But to be short, there's a whole fact with every file. What can you do? What can't you do? So it should be known to people what they can and cannot do. Assuming they read the file. And if they didn't read the file, yeah, can't help with that. Okay, so that's little Ethan. Okay. And here we have little Fox. Was supposed to become a regular, just didn't happen. But you know, you need a character. So you just include her. Because her design is cute. A little bit smaller. There we go. Yeah, if you print my Sailor Moon file and you give it to a friend as a present, that's fine. I mean, I would do that as well. But if you give that pin to that Sailor Moon pin to someone else, and they're like, "Oh, I can make my own franchise out of it," okay, sure, they would have a whole issue with the Sailor Moon owners, but you get what I mean. And if they get that as a gift and decide to resell it and then bring and buy or something like that, yeah, I can't check that. But if I do come across it, I will like, yeah, that's my property and they're not allowed to sell that. Not sure how the bring and buy will deal with that, by the way. But I think they don't want any hassle and just, we're gonna remove it and we'll see later. I did find out that you are allowed to sell Miku Hatsune if you keep it small. Apparently, the creators are not against that. Cool. I will still offer well, I already offered the file for free, but maybe in the future I will make bases for people to paint themselves and charge a little bit of money for that. And that's mostly just the filament cost and a little bit of the electricity. And if I ever sell a painted one, then maybe a little bit for my time. But like I said, I only sell fan art if I have permission of the original creator. And apparently the creator of Miku Hatsune is okay with it. I know the big pony universe creators are very against it. And they do send out cease and desists and have very big lawyers. I know Pokemon claims that whatever you create is their property, even if it's fan art, so they may use it for their trading cards and all that stuff. And even though I sincerely doubt they would want it, I'm not gonna risk it. Doki Doki Literature Club says if you keep it small, like the Miku Hatsune. What else? What else? Well, I have a few shared franchises. Well, franchise is a big word. That are okay with it as long as it remains small. If I do make a lot of money out of it, then we're going to renegotiate. But thus far, yeah, I don't make a lot of money out of it. Yeah, the big mouse and the studio in Belgium is also very against it. So, like I said, I don't want people making money out of my characters and world, so I shouldn't do it to others without their permission as well. I know a fantasy creator, they are very, very clear about that. That I don't like people selling their works. They do like fan art. However, they also see plagiarism around every corner. So that's a shame. It's an honor system. Not sure if I can print this close to the, well, print if the file converter can do that so close. Okay. And then we first we create a new layer, and then we grab our tool, and there should be one in here as well, and then invert. Makes it a lot easier. And there's little Fox. Fox's design is slightly based on another character of mine, Scarlet. One who will probably only be named and have her design ready, but I don't have a story for her just yet. So it is possible that Scarlet is just going to be a name-only character, just like Fox, by the way. So that's one I'm going to convert. Let's see. And then I am going to create coins for them as well. I hope that conversion goes quickly. I'm just going to do that in a new screen, just make it easier. Upload file. First we get Ethan. And we need invert output. We need centimeters. We need height 100. We need depth 3. We need extrude options. White. Enable smoothing. I think that's everything. Eyes are the same layer as everything else. No weird spots on the back. So that's actually the only issue, but that's not something I need to fix. So Ethan is done. Download. Close. Then convert another. We're going to do Fox. Height 100. Depth 3. And convert, because it does remember most of the settings. All the fingers are nice. Nice. Mouth is... And the eyes are different, so I'm gonna change... Oh, there's a little hole in the shoe, so I need to fix it. Ethan, by the way, is just done, so I can save that. Yep. So Fox needs fixing on 2 spots. First of all, the mouth can be done with the same color as the eyes. So it's a different layer. Makes it less fragile as well. And then the shoe, the heel just somehow just thinks this is a hole. And that's technically the only thing. Didn't see anything else. Yeah, the fingers, but that was already to be expected. Okay, re-upload. Think about the 100, the height of the 100, and depth of 3. Convert. Hole in the shoe is now solid. Okay, fine. And the mouth is the same as the eye. So, yep. Wait, let me check one more thing. Yep, got all the other details right. Okay, so that's download. And then we're gonna do the coins. I think I'm going to be quite simple with them. You guys can go. And I need this one. Coin symbols. Because actually what I need is this one. And I know I'm just going to be very simple with it. Ethan is a ball. It's just plain ball. That's Ethan. So you can fill this with whatever you want. Create a soccer ball out of it. Add glitter. So yeah, Ethan's coin is very, very boring. But this is what Ethan is gonna be. Wait. Can I? I think I'm gonna. This line is going to be top. Oh. I'm gonna change it slightly. Yep. I need to have this color as well. So this one is going to be here. And this one's going to be here. So that means the low ridge, the high ridge that we already have, then the medium ridge, high, super low. So it's still a bit different. This is the basic coin. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to need a line tool. I'm just going to do something that needs to be mirrored at the end. What's the line width here? How about I change that first? That's okay, that's okay. I can easily make it bigger. That's not big enough. I need it lower. And then like this. Fill path. Delete. Duplicate. That's the entire image. Why can't I? Wait, it's the wrong tool. Okay, transform. Horizontal. There we go. Is this the right one? Yes. And then we're gonna make it bigger. And then of course we need to know what a center is, so that's a guideline. And another guideline. And then you get Fox's symbol and move it to the center. And then it doesn't look centered despite it being so. So I am going to lower it. So it feels centered now, despite it not being centered anymore. And then we have Fox's coin. Convert another, and now I need to change the setting, because for some odd reason, if you want to do the coins and convert it, it doesn't like the setting transparency is white. It suddenly wants transparency is black. No idea why. I just remembered like white is the figurine and black is the bottom. So black bottom. Let's see. Where's Ethan? That's here. Close. And then options. Black. Do I have it right in one go? No. Convert another. And you also don't need invert, I think. Which you suddenly need for the figures, but invert outputs. Convert. Okay. I do have it. I just forgot the settings, so I'm almost there. Almost there. Ethan. Centimeters, height 100, depth 3. Convert. How many layers do you have? The correct amount of layers. Cool. Yes, it's a bit boring. But like I said, that's Ethan. You can't do anything else with that. And Fox's coin. Remember the heights. Can't really see it that well, but it is converted. Download. Now, what I need to do is to first unpack the downloads. Where are my downloads? There you go. Extract here. Non-commercial. Overwrite. Non-commercial. Overwrite. They all have the same readme file, so if you have them once, you have them all. Okay. Delete, and then I'm going to open Bamboo Lab so I can show you the result. Yeah, it does look a bit like the Tangram puzzle. That's probably how I designed Fox's hairpin anyway. Okay, prepare. Let's first show Fox. Let's see if you can see it better if I change the thickness. Uniform scales out, and then you go for free. You can see it a bit better now. Maybe I should. I do this on 50. And then uniform scale 3. See, now you can see better. It's not that much better, but that's his Fox coin. And then Fox herself. From the back. Fox is looking nice. And then you have Ethan, the coin, the boring one. So that's uniform scale first to 50. And then uniform scale out to 3. So you can see it's just a little bit different from the other plain coins. He kind of deserves better, but he always wears balls, so not much else I can do with it. So it's up to the creativity. Still looking for the tools. So that's little Ethan. Ready for printing, and he is slightly less tall than Fox because, you know, he's a kid, but I do wonder. Yeah, I'm not gonna check with Penny because I'm probably gonna print him like 10 centimeters like everyone else anyway. So I have quite a lot to print already, and I haven't finished the old roll of filament just yet, so this is just it for today. And I'm gonna say it one more time for those who watch this later on Twitch and missed it for some other reason. No cross stream this Sunday. And probably no cross stream next Sunday either. Just gonna take a little break. And there's still plenty of on YouTube to come. You are a lot more creative if you don't feel pressure. So I'll be seeing you again. Bye bye.